I'll start inviting people once you go live.
What's up, guys? We're getting some stuff tweaked and fixed here real quick. Apparently some stuff got thrown out of whack overnight just on its own. So what's up, Jason? How you going, brother? So bear with me while I get all this set up real quick because it's being retarded, which I should be used to, right? So I don't know what's going on here, but it's being retarded. Give me 1 second, guys. I know I'm always so unprofessional with this. That's okay. Michael Wells, what's going on? Blue Collar Sticks is in the house. What's up, dude? Dude, look at everybody jumping in here, man. I love it. Sherry, what's going on, girl? How are you doing? We're gonna be going here in just a second. I love it. Guys are jumping on YouTube. Guys and gals. Sorry, Sherry. Jumping on YouTube, jumping on Facebook here. Kevin, what's going on? I don't have my YouTube in front of me, so I'm not gonna see when people are popping in there. Hey, Sherry, what's up, girl? But listen, I'm just gonna jump right into this because I'm super excited tonight. We're doing this on our channel. I've got Tim Long standing by, and in the background there. Mobley, what's going on? Matt, what's going on? Welcome. Tyler, what's going on? Everybody's jumping on here. You saw my live. You want to talk about unprofessional? Yeah, right? Jim Kruger, Joseph, what's going on? Everybody's jumping on here. But I'm super excited tonight. Listen, Tim and I were up late last night, early this morning, and that's just kind of how both of us work. So it works out really well. And we were talking about a couple things. And we decided that we just couldn't wait. Like we were like a bunch of little girls like dancing around just like because we wanted to share this with you guys. So I want to jump on here and I feel honored and blessed that we're doing this on this channel. You guys are the first ones to hear about this. Absolute first ones to hear about this. And I'm going to bring Tim on in a second and I'm going to let him talk while I go and adjust a couple things here because that's what we need. Tim and I were playing around with this last night, and everything got thrown out of whack. So, and then it kind of did things on its own. But guys, without further ado, let me bring in Tim Long onto the show here with us. Tim, are you there, brother?
What's up?
What's up, beautiful? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Coming to you from the Casa Cuevas studios here in Corona, California.
I love it.
And I decided that because we're going to enjoy something and have a good time and do some celebrating, I needed to open up my bottle of Elijah Craig bourbon.
I love it, dude. Joseph Edwards on here. What's up, brother? Swap channels. Now the shit show can begin. Jason, what's going on? I hope I wasn't taking over somebody else's live on another channel, but if I am, I appreciate you being here.
Jennifer
Jen, what's
Sims.
Up, girl? Yep,
long
Williams
time no talk. Joseph, what's going on? Hope you're doing well, bro. Kevin, what's going on? Madam Sherry, how are you tonight, this evening?
Seth is jumping in with us. Jen's asking what needs adjusting. Wouldn't you like to know? For one, I'm going to go grab a different pair of glasses because without my glasses, I'm like an old freaking fart, and I'm going to be like this the whole time trying to read comments.
And I'm just going to keep making fun of you. So, yeah, go grab some glasses at work.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab a different pair of glasses here. And
Blue Collar Stick Steve, I hope you're doing well. Glad to see you are jumping on here.
I'm doing a little Hop Knot IPA here tonight.
Nice. Get a little IPA action.
IPA! Before we get going, brother, you got one poured? Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Clink.
Clinky. Listen, I'm going to let you wrap with these guys. Don't reveal anything yet. Don't let the cat out of the bag until I get back. If you do, I'm going to freaking be pissed.
So I'll just not reveal that I've got a third nipple. Okay, I'll save that till later.
The third nipple you can talk about all day long. But actually, these aren't doing too bad tonight, huh?
They're not too bad. They're better than, well, they're about the same as they were last night after we adjusted and tweaked a bunch of different things.
Still looks like
okay.
Like mercury.
Producer Drew saying it looks like mercury on my eyes. I'll be right back.
You know what? That's a good way to say that.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. What's going on, everybody? As you know, I am Cigar Show Tim. I'm coming to you from the Dad Smoking Cigar Studios here in Southern California, presented by Casa Cuevas. And we are Jen Sim. Show it. Joseph, what are boys firing up to start off? You know, I think I'm going to fire up an Espinosa Habano today because it just seemed like the right stick. If I can find my cutter and there we go, cutter and lighter and all that. So what's everybody else smoking? What are you guys up to? How's your weekend been? How's day 42,612 of quarantine going? And yeah, I figured that Brandon was going live and we were talking about some stuff last night, and it just made sense that I needed to jump on and hang out and talk. Oh, Drew Godding has got the patina in the house. Now, Drew is at the Connecticut or Habano. And for the Habano, if you have not seen any reviews on that, it is on the Desk and Cigars YouTube, and you can watch the review now.
These are magnified. Holy shit.
Joseph, you've got the Southern Draw Cedrus Robusto. Very nice. I'm going to be lighting up, like I said, the Espinosa Habano.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cedrus.
What's going on? I'm Black. How's that?
Oh, way better.
Way better?
Way better. You don't
All
look
right.
like you're on, the moon.
Oh, that's good. Now I got to get the grease off of them. I was wearing these the other day when I was rebuilding my rear end.
I'm not going to question that one, bro. I won't ask how much lube you used. I won't ask why your glasses are greasy. I won't ask any of those things.
I was rebuilding my rear end. That's all anybody needs to know.
There you go. Got done with a Casa Cuevas Habano a little bit ago. Well done, Michael Wells.
What's funny is he smoked that after he smoked a what's it called? A Dunbarton brulee that was infused with soy sauce.
Oh, he got one of the soy sauce ones.
He got the soy sauce brulee, dude. It was hilarious because he looked like he was gonna throw up. Like every time he retrohale, he's like, ugh!
No, thank you. Yeah, when Tony was talking about those, shout out to Shadow Smokers Legion, by the way, of course, proudly representing here in the studio. But yeah, when he was saying, oh yeah, the soy sauce infused ones are ready, I was like, yeah, you can take my name off of any list that will ever be created for that. There you go. Nice glass. I still got to get me one of those.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have. What am I drinking? Producer Drew just brought me a drink. I don't even know what I'm drinking.
Nice.
Just drink it, he says. I've never had just drink it. Actually, I have had just drink it before, and it didn't end well.
Just drink it. Just eat it. Just try it. Yeah.
So wait a minute. I was
let's see
rebuilding
here.
my rear end. I had grease on my glasses, and now Michael Wells is gagging a bit. This is getting interesting.
No, well done. Michael Wells, where's that video? Jennifer Sims going to smoke a patina later. Tom Hawking.
you mean
I've
one of
got
these?
my new La Sonrisa Domador Connecticut.
You mean
Made
one
me
of
gag. One of those bad boys.
one of these?
Ooh,
This is what producer Drew and I are smoking this evening.
patina. Tim Allen, what's going on, buddy? William said I'd smoke one. I got no problem retrohaling my puke. Jen, my kind of conversation. Well, then you came to the right place.
I think that one's out of butane now.
Tim, do you also pick out dried fruit notes on Patina Habano? For the cold draw, in fact, if you want to see a video that I give my take on it, go to youtube.com/dadsmokingcigars. And a week ago, we released the Patina Habano review, and so it's on there. But yeah, if you want to hear all of my thoughts on it, my take on it, then you can do that. But I don't remember picking up much of the dried fruit on it. What in the world did Drew just say to you?
Drew's over here, man, refilling the lighter, and it looks like some sick porn going on. He's got the can, he's just burying it in the bottom of the lighter, and he's just got this look on his face. Yeah, he's just got this look of just pure excitement on there, man. Anyways, yeah. There you go, Jen. There's more of your kind of conversation.
There you go. Jen is right at home.
Well, listen, we got some really cool stuff to talk about tonight, right? Other than repairing rear ends and
third nipples and gagging on soy sauce cigars.
it's got all over the place.
How did we get that far away in less than 10 minutes?
Because you're on the Cigar Mechanics shit show. Wait, what does it mean? What do you mean, William? The Patina Connecticut confuses you. What is that supposed to mean?
Now I'm confused that he's confused.
I remember my first cigar too.
I remember my first cigar too. Senor Anderson.
Now, William, if you're smoking it and you're imagining that it's talking to you, then that's a whole nother level of confusion. So,
Yeah, I really. Now I'm confused. I kind of want to just sit here and stare at the camera until William explains himself.
I know, right? Joseph, I up Patina, also up in New England. The crowd is split between Connecticut and Habano. The new Maduro is going to crush it. I haven't had the Connecticut, but I will be soon.
You will be soon. Dude, this one's like this freaking Churchill size, man, which I don't normally smoke, but I love the ring gauge on it.
Nice. Churchill is pretty normal for a Connecticut, and the Robusto is way stronger. Mobsta Anderson, what up?
Mobster!
Mobsta Anderson has supported and talked about and shared the Pacific Cigar Show a ton before we announced that we had to postpone it due to all the coronavirus stuff. So he is fondly thought of, and yeah, we appreciate you a lot.
Jason says it's been a year or more, and I don't know why it's there it is. There's been a year or more since I had the patina. Joseph says that's the best size for Connecticut, Brandon. I can't really agree with that.
And then
the crema, the crema from Espinosa in the Corona size, that thing is fire, bro. That thing is just fire, man. And that little Corona size, dude, just gorgeous.
For that Rothschild.
Yeah, when the Rothschild size in the Patina, Connecticut, mwah, just gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. There was explanation.
Kyle David Garrett, Kile, the Connecticut is good. Yes, you have had the Connecticut, so you've tried both a Habano and Connecticut.
Yeah, only for the Patina, he's saying. Okay, cool, man. So listen, do we want to get right into this, or do we want to keep a cliffhanger for a while? And that's what I'm just trying to figure out here.
I'd say we just get into it and talk about it.
All right. So we got some big stuff going on here, and I'm really super excited about it. You can tell because the pitch of my voice goes up when I get excited. I'm really super excited about this. Actually, it's a big deal, and we're super excited about what's coming up. We're going to be doing some real technical stuff coming up here pretty soon that you guys have been asking for.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be it's going to be fun.
I do believe you have my stapler.
No, I'm really excited because you and I have talked about this for just a short period of time now, and I've been talking about doing something. We've been getting pushed to do something by people that I think is going to be a lot of fun, and it's certainly not something unique or new to the industry. I mean, it's something that's been around for quite a while, but I think we can kind of put a unique, interesting spin on the way that it's handled. Correct?
Yes, and there will be a unique approach based on the DNA of the project and what's taking place that is different than almost any of the other ones out there.
When did this become a neck beard shirt shit show? What's a neck beard shit show?
I don't have a neck beard. I don't know.
I don't have a neck beard, dude.
I trimmed.
I'm confused now. Now I want to stare at the camera again.
Oh, I don't know. Is it from doing your special voice? I don't know.
Maybe that's what it's from. Like, actually, it's not a neck beard. Okay, it's just a longer beard that comes down my chin. Anyways, I normally don't go that large. More of a Corona Lancer. I bet that's true, Joseph. We still talking about cigars? Anyways, I don't. Jen's got a neck beard. The way
you were talking. Okay, yeah.
So listen, let's just get right into it. We've decided to work together on a project. You as Tim from Dad Smoking Cigars, myself as Cigar Mechanic from Cigar Mechanic. And I'll let you announce it, man.
So here's what's going to happen. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, Cigar Show Tim, you'll see that I've recently posted a video of there's been a change in a time of transition and wanting to start a new venture for quite some time. That's been sort of on my mind. And so posting that, and that I'm going to be doing a live weekly show called Down to the Nub. You guys know that I'm a Christian. Brandon's a Christian. Through praying, through just seeking God and saying, hey, what should it look like? What should we do? Checked with Kyle, and I'll preface it this way. I'm not leaving Dad Smoking Cigars. I'm not walking away from it. You know, that there's nothing at this time that's changing with that. So I'll put that at rest. But there's going to be a weekly show and a podcast called Down to the Nub that is going to consist of premium cigars and good times. That's literally the premise. It's premium cigars and good times. And it's going to be a show weekly for community to get together, to hang out, to have fun, and to just engage and continue growing and learn more about cigars. I'm not obviously going to reveal much more of what's going to happen with that, but Brandon and I are going to be hosting together. So, you know, hosting and co-hosting the show Down to the Nub, and we're partnering together and going to navigate through a weekly show and what that looks like, and having hosts and not the kind of show that you'll see other people do weekly where they're only going to get big names from the cigar industry. This will be, let's bring up this person that we've known for a long time that supports the cigar community, and let's have them on and just talk and engage with them. And so it's going to be a weekly show. It's going to be a podcast, and it's going to be done differently. And there are some perks and some different things that can be done with this that we are very, very excited about. A Patreon has started. If you would like to support the show, go to patreon.com/downtothenub. But a lot more information is going to be coming. But we're really excited. Like Brandon said, we were up until like 1:30 in the morning talking about this and brainstorming and thinking of different concepts and things to do. We are really excited to be able to continue engaging with you guys, with the cigar community, and be able to just get a different perspective of someone who is in the industry as a broker, someone who reviews cigars, and just continue having fun.
Now, so where can they find us on Instagram?
So Instagram is @downtothenub. On Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/downtothenub, or on Twitter, it's @downtothenub. Fortunately, there's enough characters, or there's few enough characters where Twitter doesn't do its stupid thing where it limits you. So any social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, it's Down to the Nub. And there's going to be some more different web stuff coming up soon, but we'll roll that out as time warrants it.
There we go.
Boom.
There it is. I don't know how you did it earlier where you had the whole scrolling thing, because it's about all I'm capable of right now, because
Yeah.
I'm terrible and suck at technology.
Yeah. On the right side, there's banner, and then you type it in and you click ticker or whatever it is, and it scrolls across the bottom.
Well, I didn't type ticker, so we don't have a ticker. It's just lame like this.
Well, there you go. That works. It's still up there. People can still see it.
No, I want to say, like, I'm really super excited about this because it's beyond, like, for me personally. I'm obviously not leaving Cigar Mechanic. This is not something that we're doing just to promote Cigar Mechanic. I'm still going to have Cigar Mechanic. I'll have my brand. I'll have what I'm doing. This is a partnership between Tim and I on a whole separate venture away from everything.
Yes.
We're obviously, I've got connections with the brands that I have. So when we bring on guests and we bring on people like that, we're obviously going to have some of the guests from the brands that I have the pleasure of representing. But we are also talking to and working with some other guests to come on to talk about industry things. We would actually like to get some of you involved on the show.
Absolutely.
Have just you guys as guests on there. Be able to just have this be something separate, but in alignment with everything. Keeping it, just keeping it very just friendly and down to earth and just an enjoyable time. And Matthew, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the show. So I will still be doing my Cigar Mechanic lives. I'll still be doing all my stuff. Tim will still be with Dad Smoking Cigars doing his thing. We're still going to be coming, but you and I will be coming together to create a new podcast and hopefully bring just a breath of fresh air to that whole side of things. In the podcast world.
Yep. Not have to be, because you can get both ends of the range. You can get the super produced, sounds like you're made for radio, and I've got a good friend who runs one of those, and it's an awesome cigar related podcast.
They do a great job.
Oh, fantastic job. All the way to, just in the backyard, it's echoey, and you can tell it's just a casual everyday person that's just having fun talking about cigars, or a couple people. There's everything in between. And
I got a good friend that does that.
There you go. And we're looking to be somewhere in the middle where we bring in some just relaxed, down to earth, comfortable, real people atmosphere, but have it be produced and put on in a way that is something that's going to be engaging and enticing for people to want to pay attention to.
What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, buddy? Tim Allen is here. Awesome. Everybody's jumping on with us. Yeah, I know. I'm watching. We got the Facebook here. We got the YouTube going. I can't see what's going on YouTube side, but I can see what's going on Facebook. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's time for it's time for just kind of a change. And the thing that I love about what you and Kyle have done, and the thing that I really enjoy about what I do here is that I feel like it's just very relaxed. It's not produced. It's the feel that I always wanted to get is that you're sitting right here with me in my living room or in my studio or in my lounge, and we're just having a chat and we're hanging out.
Yep.
And it's fun because people throw things at us, and we get to have fun with it. And guys are making fun of us, or they're jumping in, and we're the Matt Hashimoto's, all that kind of stuff. Like I love that kind of feel that we're just all a bunch of buddies hanging out, and that's my goal and our goal with YouTube is that, not with YouTube, but the podcast is that this is just going to be chill and fun.
Yes. And there's going to be a difference for people that may be going, okay, what's the difference between the live show and the podcast? The live show is going to be the live show. We'll have guests on. We'll do all those kinds of things. The podcast is going to be geared so that those people that are listening to the podcast don't feel like they're missing out on a live show. We're not going to do, and I'll use it from an example from Dad Smoking Cigars. We take our Fresh Review Friday every week, and we strip the video off of it, and we just use the audio, and we turn that into a podcast. The podcast will be a different session. It will be recorded for a podcast, and it will be a different subject matter, different topics, different guests, so that if you listen to the podcast, you don't feel like you've missed out and gone, oh man, I wish I could have seen that. Or, you can tell that obviously as we're going through here, Jonathan Coonrod says, yo, saying things like that in a podcast isn't engaging. You feel like you're missing out. So for those of you that are wondering what's the difference, that is the difference. The podcast will be a separate produced entity and recording and source of information and entertainment than the live show. So we're going to have Down to the Nub Live, which is going to be on once a week. And right now, what we're looking at is doing it on Sundays. And we know that there are other shows that take place on Sundays. And we are strategically placing ourselves at a time that is good for the entire country for people to listen to. Right now, we are looking at the time frame of about 3 to 3:30 on Sundays to do the show, because the other shows that are out there, which we respect and we've got nothing against them at all, are between the 5 and 6 o'clock Pacific time hours, and we want to beat that because we think it's a good time for the country. You're home from church or family time or whatever, you're done with lunch. If you're on the East Coast, you're finishing up dinner, and so that's the time frame that we're looking at. But we've got more information that'll be coming in the future weeks as to what the real structure of that's going to look like, who we're going to have on. We'll be announcing guests and doing things of that nature. But Sundays at 3:30, you better be subscribed and following Down to the Nub Live, and the YouTube page will be launching shortly for that. So a lot of stuff is in the works that we are beyond excited about. But I guess we just wanted to come on here, share that with you guys, and word vomit it all out.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just like dumped it out there. So it's like, hey, here it is. and I freaking love it because it's just very much how we are. And, it's really, I just want everybody to know. We're having Mike Omega. Welcome to the show, brother. Appreciate you being here. So cool. And listen, I want you guys real quick for like,
thank you, Michael.
Let me send your feedback in right now, please, in the comments. Let's go on that time, because we're looking at, we've thrown times out there. We've been tossing around. We have a lot of respect for a few of the different people that are in that same time frame, so we don't want to step on toes.
No.
However, I will personally say this, and this is something we're starting. This is something else, and if that time frame works better, then we may have to sit in that time frame. But I'm really curious to see what your guys' thoughts are as far as time frame on a Sunday. What works for you guys for the live show? Obviously, the Mike, what's up, dude? How you doing, brother? Obviously, the podcast is something you kind of listen to on your own time. That's something you do on your own. We'll be letting you guys know where that's posted up and where things are going. And listen, here's the other thing too. Like when we discussed this last night, and I maybe I'm jumping the gun here a little bit, but I'm excited about this portion of it. Is that our goal with this show really is not so much to generate. Am I not supposed to say this?
No, I'm excited. Go. Okay.
It's not so much to generate like a profit for ourselves. Like that's not what this is going to be about. I'm super excited because we talked about this last night. We obviously have some overhead and some costs that need to be covered within the show, but I would love to put together a show that allows us to be able to support other people.
William, that's 6:30 on the East Coast.
6:30 on the East Coast as of right now.
Well,
you and I have to decide, like, are we doing a Pacific time? Are we doing Arizona time? We got to figure all that out.
yeah, we do, because half the year I'm the same time as you and half the year I'm not.
Right. But I'm super excited about it because of what we talked about last night and what we kind of came up with. And ideally, what I would love to see this grow, and that's going to be, listen, we're not going to sit here and beg and ask for money from you guys, because you guys have been such a huge support of us already. If you want to support the show, we have a Patreon account already set up. We're going to be looking at some sponsorships and so on. We're going to find ways that we can monetize the show as best as possible. But
because it only helps with the content. It doesn't help us personally. You know, that's not the goal. The goal is to support the show for the content and what we want to do with it.
Well, and beyond that, the goal is to support the community.
Yes.
Ideally, what my dream is, we've got great guys. Like when I was talking with Matt Hashimoto, when talking with him, you know, this is a guy that out of his own pocket is buying boxes and boxes of cigars, and he's mailing them to the frontline military guys and getting them premium cigars before their higher ups dig through them all and take the good shit.
Yep.
And so he's sending that on his own. I love that stuff, and I would love this show to be able to support those types of things. I've got a shop right now that they had to close. I mean, everybody's closing their doors, but one of the guys, man, firefighter, and he's going through, the COVID-19 thing, having to live separate from his family. They had to close the doors because of that. They couldn't even do curbside service. You know, I would love to be able to support a shop like that and be able to help them out as best as possible. Finding those different things that we can work within this community and take the dollars that we're getting in and be able to provide that back out to the community is what I personally am super freaking excited about.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You are too as well, Tim.
We talked a lot last night about having this be an entertainment value, but having it be, oh, I lost your audio.
You lost my audio?
Nope, you're good. Just a second. Woo! I was switched back on another tab. I'm so excited I don't know which tab I'm on. But
so excited.
But we talked last night about entertainment value and concepts and things that we want to do. But at the core, we want to be known as a podcast and a live show that supports the community, gives back to the community, whether that's through financial support, whether that's through physical action and supporting people, helping people out, whatever it is. That's what a big part of the phrase I used last night with Brandon, the DNA of this is going to be, is supporting each other. And that doesn't mean just, we there's a cigar shop that's going through a hard time, so if we can donate money to them, we will. That means if there's one of our viewers that's going through a challenging time, or they hear somebody that is going through a challenging time, and we're able to support as a community to come together and support that cause or that person or that family or that group or whatever it is, that's what is going to be woven into the fabric of this new venture.
Can you just imagine that? Like, we're sitting here doing the live right now, and somebody jumps on here and says, hey guys, I've got this family that's really struggling. And we can put together a show that we can, even ask the cigar community within our show, the supporters of the show, and say, hey, we're going to match dollar for dollar everything you guys donate to help this family. Could you imagine that, dude? How freaking cool that would be?
The change that will be taking place.
Oh, it's just, dude, like, that to me is like what it's all about. And to have an opportunity to put something together like that, and to get to work with so many amazing people, like all the people that are watching here tonight, the people that are going to be watching in the future, like everybody that we have in this circle is so cool and so awesome. And like, I would love to just bring that whole community together to help beyond the community.
Yep.
Like, that to me, dude, like I lost sleep over that last night after we had that conversation. I just was like, I was sitting there, I was like, I can't sleep. I just can't sleep because I'm so excited to be able to get out there and do stuff and be able to help people out.
Yep.
You look at these times we're in right now, and there's people struggling. And listen, everybody's struggling right now. I mean, obviously, like if we were bringing in millions of dollars a month, like I would love to just like send checks out to everybody and help, or send cigars out to everybody, whatever we could do, right? Or go on to one of my online retailers and just start shipping cigars and buying them direct from them at retail prices. Like, whatever we could do, like that's what excites me is like beyond like just this show of what we can do as a community for the greater community.
Yes.
This isn't our show.
No, we are the vessels that get to help bring the community together for change. We are not figureheads or we're not here to be like, I'm Cigar Show Tim, hey, he's Cigar Mechanic, look at us, look at what we're doing. We're here to do the opposite of that. We're here to say, look at what you guys are doing.
Right. Yeah, and I would love, man, to me, like we even talked about it last night, man, I don't want to send a check from, down to the nub to somebody. I want to send a check from like the community. Willie, what's going on, brother?
Let Drew handle the shipping.
Let Drew handle the shipping. Oh, Jesus, dude. I'm never going to live down this shipping thing, am I?
No, probably not.
Now, to be fair, there's still stuff sitting on the floor that Drew was supposed to mail out. I'm calling you out, Drew.
So it's a brokerage disease.
It's a brokerage disease. It's a cigar mechanic disease.
It's all going on Monday.
It's all going out on Monday, he says. We
Screw
got more
COVID.
to send out.
Screw COVID. You've got Sigmec.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and dude, Michael's one of the great people in this community.
Oh my gosh,
I
so
freaking
giving.
love Michael, dude. I got the pleasure of speaking with him on the phone today after he sucked down that soy sauce cigar. I mean, dude, okay, listen. Here's a quick thing about that, and just a side note, little squirrel moment. I'm watching him smoke this brulee, and I think I've already made it known I'm not a huge fan of that company. But like, I watched him smoke this brulee, and I'm like, I watched it to see if like two wrongs make a right. Like that cigar, soy sauce infused, it's got to be good. It's two wrongs. No, two wrongs don't make it right, do they, Michael? It makes it worse.
Oh, turns into a cardinal sin.
Oh God, this is gonna get to Saka.
And here's one other thing that I'm going to say about Down to the Nub and what's going on with it. Anybody that follows Dad Smoking Cigars right now, you know that Kyle and I focus almost exclusively on boutiques. Obviously, Brandon, his brokerage is all boutique cigars. We get that. We are not going to focus solely on boutiques. We're not going to just have tunnel vision of certain lines. We will explore other manufacturers and do different things like that. So it is a well-rounded live show and well-rounded podcast. But we are going to be intentional with some boutiques that we enjoy, that we are partial to, whether they are part of the Cigar Mechanic brokerage or not. That is, again, something separate. But we're going to work on some different things for everybody, for the listeners and the viewers, that they can join with us in what we're doing. I guess that's probably the best way to put it, Brandon, without going too much, right? They can join with us in what we're doing.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's the exciting thing about it. Like, for me, what I've thoroughly enjoyed, and you and I talked about this last night, in my role is that I'm getting to expose people to new cigars that they may have never seen before or may not even be in the area where they live. And that's so much fun. Like, looking back at your guys' first days of Dad Smoking Cigars and the dog rockets you guys were smoking.
Yep.
And then getting to meet you guys and handing you guys a couple cigars, and you guys got so excited, like the 1502 Nicaragua. Yeah, dude, like watching you like freaking orgasm over that thing, like, was awesome. Because
So
it's
good.
something you never would have experienced before.
Right. And that's what we want to bring to everybody else.
Right. And then furthermore, it's about finding, for me personally, it's about finding the brands that are going to be supportive of what the overall picture is. There's certain brands out there that they just think their shit don't stink. And, it's not to say we're going to ignore them, but who's going to be supportive of what the overall goal is? Because that's what I really want to bring to the overall community. 1502 XO
is the jam.
Is the jam.
18-year age, good cigar.
Oh, that's some good shiznit right there, bro.
It is good. But here's what we're looking to do. We meaning Dad Smoking Cigars and myself and all that, have been able to build relationships, and again, not stealing anything from Dad Smoking Cigars. That's Kyle's idea. It's his brainchild. It's his baby. I'm along for the ride with it. Very active, obviously.
You guys have done an amazing job with that. I mean, dude, that was a brilliant idea from Kyle. I want to give him full credit
Oh,
for that.
absolutely.
Brilliant idea, man. I love it. You guys have grown so much, man. And I know just, the two of you bouncing off each other, people love you guys.
It's a great thing, and we've been able to build some relationships with some manufacturers that normally people would never have heard of before.
Right.
Whether it be Morales cigars, whether it be Damp cigars, whether it be a number of other boutique manufacturers, Frontline cigars that people haven't heard of before. We've been able to get those cigars into people's hands that may not have ever been able to hear about them before. And that's kind of the passion, not kind of, that is a part of the passion of what Down to the Nub is going to be, is introducing everybody to cigars, to new ones, whether they be a new heritage one that comes out that is a really good cigar, regardless of the fact that it comes from, a heritage line, or whether it's a boutique, or whether it's a very well-known boutique line or a not known at all boutique manufacturer. We're going to be diligently working to help you guys and gals engage in being able to try new stuff and just enjoy being part of the community. And if you like it, fantastic. If you think, hey, it's not for me, you know what? You still supported, even if it's that one time, you still supported that manufacturer, and you can still tell people about it, even if you didn't care for it, because you're not going to hear something come from us where we're ever going to slam a company or a manufacturer just because we don't care for cigar. That's just who I've been since the beginning. And Brandon obviously has his portfolio, and he'll give you his honest opinion, but he will always tell you, try it for yourself, because your palate is probably different than mine.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I see guys, for instance, the big in Shadow Smokers Legion and all this stuff. People have been posting the chop suey and the what's the other crappy one? Oh, the egg roll.
Egg roll.
And
I didn't care for the chop suey. Did not care for it.
I'm always opinionated. I'm not going to change who I am. If I don't like something, I don't like it. But I'm not the guy that sits there, doing enough events and seeing a lot of other reps doing events. I've been in shops at events when people grab a cigar and they go, "Oh, you're going to hate that cigar. That thing's absolute dog shit. Here, grab one of these. You're going to love that." Come on, man. Like, dude, if you like that, then you like it. If you like the egg roll, it's for you. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna shy away. I mean, just like if I love it, I'm gonna say, hey, dude, I love this freaking Patina Kinetic, and it's one of my top 5. I'm not gonna say I love the egg roll. I don't. I think it's terrible. But try it for yourself. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna like it.
See, and I tried the egg roll this past week, and I enjoyed it. It's a decent cigar. It's pretty good. It's earthy, savory, some charred notes, some things like that, and I enjoyed it. I did not care for, and I actually, for myself, it's one of those cigars where I could call it a yard gar, where if I don't get to smoke at all, I'm not butthurt over it. I didn't care for the chop suey a whole lot at all. I've got one left. I may give it away. I may smoke it. I don't know. But it wasn't a wowie for me. And there's nothing wrong with that, because there are people out there that are buying up chop sueys left and right because they can't smoke enough of them. And good for you.
Good for you, man. Hey, listen, I'm not a fan of acid. I don't smoke flavored cigars. There's people that freaking love them. I mean, so the beautiful thing about cigars is that there's something out there for everyone, and that's what's amazing. So if you're enjoying the cigar, by all means, smoke that cigar. However, what I will preface that with is try other stuff.
Yes.
And I think the great thing about, like, in these lives, like when we're doing these things, guys, ask the questions. When we did the live with Casa Cuevas the other night, man, what a great time, because there were so many questions coming across the comments here, and we were able to touch on a lot of the stuff, even if it's what's your favorite cigar, just basic, simple questions. Ask those questions. Hey, I really love this cigar. What do you recommend in a boutique line that's similar to that cigar? I've got producer Drew here all the time, and he is amazing at that. Absolutely amazing.
Encyclopedia.
The guy is a freaking encyclopedia, dude. Like, he nerds out on cigars, and it's freaking great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, oh, I like the Perdomo Champagne. Perdomo Champagne, Drew. What should they try in a boutique line?
Patina Connecticut, Costco's Connecticut, Crema.
Even
the La Galera Connecticut.
La Galera Connecticut, Patina Connecticut, Espinosa Crema, Casa Cuevas Connecticut. Like, there you go. New Wave VP Carrillo. What about outside of our lines? La Galera Connecticut.
Yeah, La Galera Connecticut.
That's about it. Honestly, dude, like, without, like, listen, before we even picked up Patina, like, the Patina Connecticut was one of my top 5. So before we even had it as a brand, it was one of my I'm fortunate that I get to represent 4 of the top 5 Connecticut's that I enjoy. So
Yep. And another good one that's out there, regardless of whether you like them or, as a brand or not, AJ Fernandez, the Bellas Artes or Bellas Artes is another great cigar for mild cigar smokers.
Yeah. The AJ Fernandez New World Cameroon, great cigar, dude. Great milder to medium cigar. Excellent construction. Cameron wrappers are hard to do a box press. Listen, it doesn't matter my relationship with AJ. If it's a good cigar, it's a good cigar.
La Giana the La Giana is a good one.
Yeah. That's definitely the proper way to do it. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm interested in finding retailers to do business with who need the help and carry good selections. I'm done with CD 100%. Ooh. How do I touch on that?
Your own personal conviction, one way or the other, is your own personal conviction, and you're entitled to that. And we're not going to tell you to not shop at one place or to shop at one place, but there are places that are doing it very well, and there are places that unfortunately have had their customers suffer.
Yeah, and it's listen, my end of things are a little bit different. And so being in my role, things are obviously a little bit different. And I have to be careful what I say because I do work with these people. And I do really enjoy the relationships that I have with all of the shops.
But I don't, so I can not worry
about whatever
that.
You want. Yeah, absolutely. and that's what I love. That's why this dynamic's going to be great.
Yep.
What I will say is I am not far off from the previous comment. Not that I'm not far off, but Jason, I understand. And the battle is there. I really want to work with the retailers that want to work with me and that appreciate the effort that we're putting in, that appreciate the sales that you guys, are generating for them.
The buying power
that you guys are generating. So, I know that one of the guys, and unfortunately, and I don't even know why I did this, but Cigar King has been one of those places that has always been good to me. Always. Before I was a rep, Cigar King, listen, I went into another shop to buy a humidor. I walked into the humidor with the person working at the shop, and I said, I want to buy a 100-count humidor, and I want to fill it. I was looking for a desktop. This is before Winadors and Tuppadors and all that shit were big. And I said, I want to buy a humidor, and I want to fill it. If I walked into your shop and said, I want to buy a humidor, and I want to fill it, what are you going to do?
You will jump at that.
You're going to freaking show me some great humidors, and you're going to fill it.
Yep, with good quality cigars.
You know what this, and I'm not going to say the shop, but you know what this shop said to me?
I can't help you.
There's our humidors. There's our cigars. And turned around and walked out of the humidor. I followed him. I followed him out of the humidor. And I drove to Cigar King. And I said, Gary, who still works there, this was 15 plus years ago. I said, Gary, I want to buy a humidor and I want to fill it. And he goes, oh, dude, I've got the humidor for you. I said, I'm a mechanic. I like stuff, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I got one more of this humidor, dude. I can give you a smoking deal on it. Runs across the street to the warehouse, brings me this carbon fiber wrapped freaking desktop, beautiful humidor.
Nice.
He knocked $150 off the thing, man. Loaded me up with some of their private blends and a bunch of stuff, dude. And I filled that bastard, dude. And he gave me a killer deal on the whole thing and took care of me with the customer service. Dude, I freaking loved it. And then I become a broker, and for some reason I forgot about that time with them. And it's dude, they're there to support and to help. So I was like, why am I not there? So that's why I finally went to him. I said, I need a code, guys. And now I'm going to him and I'm coming to you guys saying, hey, I need your help because there's things you guys are asking me for, and I need you to be putting in those requests to Cigar King, and we will work to get those in. That helps me to get those cigars you're looking for.
Yep.
We're missing a bunch of comments because I just went on a rant. Tom Hawking had to step away for a while, but now I'm caught up with you guys and caught up with what you guys are doing. That's awesome. Glad you guys are giving
publicity to the small batch boutique brands.
Okay.
That was a PR major. I'll fill in that one for you.
Okay. So Tom Hawking, who owns La Sonrisa Cigars, he says he's in. And then awesome. There's William responding to the comment from Jason. Mike Omega, New World Cameroons. We're back on that one. You are the reason I bought 2 boxes. Well, stop buying them. I'm just kidding.
Michael, for every 2 boxes you buy of the Cameroon, you've got to buy 4 boxes of Casa Cuevas.
That's right. Mike Omega's calling somebody an idiot. Jason says it's awesome. That's how it's supposed to be. Got my first shipment from Cigar King, and they're great. Quick and good selection and prices. And that's what I love about them, too, is that if see, on my end of things, I'm able to give these guys some deals, right? So sometimes the manufacturers will throw me deals that I can pass on, or depending on volume, I can give these guys some deals. The great thing about Cigar King is they're passing those deals on to you. Fox does the same thing. Drew and I were talking about the other day. Fox Cigars does the same thing. That's why you'll get like a bodyguard in along with your purchase. They'll do the free shipping. That's where they can make that money and catch up to that, is because we give them the deals on the back end. And it's those guys that are willing to pass it on, and the guys that are willing to work with us and help us help you to get better deals and more product.
And they're in it for the long game. They're not in it for the quick buck.
Correct. And they're just in it to be in it because they love tobacco. They love cigars.
To support the community.
That's right. William says he will bug them more. I will bug them more than I do on the Alancos. William is like an Alancos whore, bro. Like if he can grow an Alancos tree, he would be out there picking it every day.
Dude, the Alancos Elite, that is my dessert cigar. Picking up the rich chocolate notes on that, and that sort of, like I called it when I did it, like a dark chocolate cherry cordial at part of it, blew me away.
Yeah. Look at Michael Wells. That's easy.
4 boxes. Put it on my tab.
Put it on my tab. And especially when you're utilizing the codes. Antoine, what's going on, brother? Tony, baby.
Tony from VIP Cigar Lounge. What's going on, Tony?
I was just at VIP, man. I delivered an island for his. We just put an island in his humidor.
Awesome.
Yeah, and actually, Tony just ordered up some more Casa Cuevas to refill, and some more Espinosa to refill. So he's got that stuff going on. Tony, I wish you had a website, bro. You need a website, Tony. If you're watching, get a website so guys can order online from you.
Yes, and VIP is a great, great lounge. And I'm going to go back to me, with Pacific Cigar Show. That's where the Pacific Cigar Show is being held when it is rescheduled. Again, it is postponed, not canceled. And so VIP, Tony's Lounge, is so well set up with the VIP room that's there and all the other, the walk-in humidor, the great size, the back courtyard area. If you are in the Arizona, in the state of Arizona, and you're in the Phoenix, Peoria area, you've got to go check out VIP Cigar Lounge. Tony's a great guy. He and I have talked a lot the last number of months, and he's doing it right. So if you can support VIP, go do that.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. And if you guys call into VIP Cigar Lounge in Arizona, if you guys look it up, Google, and there's something you want, I know he's got Espinosa. I know he'll ship it, and he's not afraid to give you guys a deal. So let him know that we sent you, and he's not afraid to hook you guys up.
Yep.
But you got to make a phone call. That means you got to pick it up the phone and dial. You can't just click on a keyboard.
No keyboard warriors for that.
But no, we are working on some big stuff, man, and there's some cool stuff coming along. We literally just finalized our agreement, not finalized, but discussed what our agreement even looks like last night. But I couldn't wait, dude. I couldn't. I wasn't willing to lose another night of sleep. I had to get it to the group.
Oh yeah, when you texted me and you're like, "Hey, I really want to go on. Can you do this today?" And I looked at my wife and I said, "We're going to announce down to the nub." So Brennan, and she goes, "All right, go for it. If that's what you got to do, you got to do. Okay, let's go." And it was like, "Okay, yes, we're going."
So I looked at my wife. I ran in there and I told my wife, and you know what she said back to me? Because she's asleep.
and now you can say you told her. She may not remember it. Remember last night I told you what was going on? No, I don't. Oh, well, this is what's going on.
Michael Wells, if I had your cigar money, I'd throw mine away. And this is why William is moderator of Cigar Mechanic Garage. Because listen, if you surpass William in the asshole level, then you deserve to be kicked out of the garage. It's just as simple as that. Like William's one of the perfect moderators. Like you've got William here, and then you got Brandon Chapin like up here. So I had to kind of bring it down just a little bit to keep Brandon Chapin under control.
But it's only like a half step difference.
Dude, it's barely even that. Yeah, it's like a pinky toe width difference. Like it's nothing, but they're still there. So listen, guys, Down to the Nub podcast is going to be launching. We're looking at 30 to 60 days out before we actually launch this whole thing and we get it running and actually going. But we want to get in, guys. If you're on Instagram, check it out on Down to the Nub, at Down to the Nub, Facebook Down to the Nub. Everything's Down to the Nub, Down to the Nub, Down to the Nub. So jump on, follow it, guys. Keep up with us. We're going to be launching this thing here really soon.
And when you're posting on social media, use the hashtag Down to the Nub.
Yep. I always forget about hashtags.
Or well, for our generation, Brandon, use # Down to the Nub.
That's why I love when the hashtag Me Too came out. I was like, this is a feminine movement for Pound Me Too?
Wait, what?
I'm in. I'm in.
I'll support.
Where are all these ladies when I was younger? Andrew Van Dyke's in the house. Fuck, let's get out of here.
William, my better half said, finally, someone agrees with her. Oh, blue collar sticks. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it, man. Listen, you guys have any questions for us, please let us know. Small change.
Oh, Andy, I love you.
You guys have any questions for us, please throw them our way. We're going to be on here for just a little bit longer. I know you've got to get going. You've got another phone meeting this evening. But, guys, do you have any questions for us? Any comments? Anything you guys would like to see? We are really going to be leaning on you guys because this isn't our podcast. This isn't about Tim and myself. This is about you guys. This is about the cigar community. We just get to be the voice
of the people, by the people, for the people.
Yeah, what he said. What
Lincoln said.
What he said.
Yeah. This backwards thing is so hard.
Dude, it is so hard. Like you gotta it's like brushing your teeth with your left hand. Like I can't do it.
Yeah, no. My eye.
What's up, Andrew? How you doing, brother? So, Andrew, we're on here. We're announcing. You can see it down at the bottom. Down to the Nub podcast is going to be starting. It's going to be Tim and myself doing the Down to the Nub podcast. You jerks have all been asking for a podcast from me for a while. And actually, the last show we did, you guys called it a podcast.
That really sort of set us over the edge. Well, set you over the edge. And then when we talked, it was like, this just makes sense.
Yeah, let's just freaking do it, man.
How naked will the show
get? Tim,
all right, Michael, here we go. No.
I'll let you answer that one. As a matter of fact, here, go ahead.
You want to know the level of naked we're going to get? All the way down to naked bundles. Not just one naked, multiple nakeds together. Andrew, I am almost down to the nub. On your cigar or?
Andrew, when all you have is a nub, bro, it's
always down to the nub.
Hey, look up and tell your boyfriend you appreciate him.
Depends on what you bribe Chapin with. Do you guys have a projected start date for the Down to the Nub? Jason, as of right now, we're looking about 30 to 60 days before we're running the way that we're fully launched. We're going to do some soft launch stuff leading up to it just to build some consistency and things of that nature. But we're looking 30 to 60 days. Where do I subscribe? Mike, are you referring to subscribe as in to support it or subscribe? YouTube is not fully ready to launch yet, so that's why we're here in the Cigar Mechanic Garage and on Brandon's YouTube channel right now. The YouTube, once we get 100 subscribers, it will obviously be branded for that, but for right now, subscribe. If you're looking at Patreon, it's patreon.com/down-to-the-nub. Support monthly starts at only $3 a month. And there are some perks with that all the way up to $25 a month. So go and check that out. There's some, freebies. What we're doing right now, the first 50 Patreon supporters are going to get a sticker complimentary included in whatever level specific perks you may have that says that you are a founding member of Down to the Nub. And so we are excited to see what your support will enable us to support.
I'm actually working on putting the Patreon down at the bottom.
Perfect. Take what you got and how you use it. There you go, Andy. Hey, you figured out the ticker.
Actually, look, I got it to work.
You're special.
I'm so special. That's what my mommy always told me.
Mike.
Gotta cancel Pornhub premium. It's like, actually, I think last I heard, Pornhub is giving premium away for free during these times
For essential people.
for essential people, which is every dude on the planet.
And all of their employees are essential employees.
No, listen, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't want this to become, and we discussed this yesterday.
Yes.
This is not to beg for money. This is not
No.
for any of that. We talked about it. We talked about this at length last night to make sure that our heads are straight. We've both been praying about this and making sure that everything is the way that it needs to be.
And we ended our discussion last night in prayer.
Yeah. And I don't want this to be like a beg for money. Like, that's not what this is about. The Patreon stuff, we have a very small overhead that we're picking up right now. For the time being, the Patreon stuff will help to cover some of that overhead. Any extra dollars for these on my end of our agreement, I want to start building an account to help community. And so I know that's down the road is where we ultimately want to be with that. So in order for that to happen, we do need the support. But it's not support so much of us as it is for the overall community.
Yes. You're not going to support my payment on my Buick and put gas in my Buick, not my Jag or my Lexus or my Maserati. Yeah, there will be none of that taking place.
I already have a Patreon. Cool.
Well,
That makes
good.
it easier to get on and support.
Michael Wells, we gonna get you fetched up on this techno jargon yet?
Dude, Michael Wells, I don't have a
supercomputer like you do, so I don't play video games every day. So this is about as technical as I get.
you speak too fast for anyone to understand you. That's kind of how West Coast is. West Coast people tend to speak a little bit faster. And when I talk to East Coast people, I don't freaking understand half the shit they say because it's like this chocolate malt ball stuff and
a parked car over there in the yard.
Yeah, like I don't understand any of that shit. Amazing men for amazing people. You guys rock. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you, brother.
Andy.
I actually got to talk to him today.
Andy's a good guy. I've known Andy for 10, 15 years.
Nice, man. Insert take my money meme here. It sucks you can't comment with memes. That would be great.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah. This is William I Am.
Will I Am is tuning in right now. What?
Will I Am is here? Oh my God, dude, we've made it.
And that's a wrap.
Oh my God, dude, this has gone to shit. So we've got the Instagram up here down to the nub. We've got the Patreon if you guys want to get on and start supporting all that stuff. If you guys have any questions, please throw them our way here. We'd love to answer them for you because this is a launch. And at the end of the day, like I've said a couple times already, this is for you guys. We want this to be what's best for you. So a lot of you guys and gals out there are checking out live videos. You guys are plugged in. And let me know what it is you guys like and what you dislike. Help us to develop this into the best show for you that it can be so that we can take that show, make it something that you want to support so that the show can support the community.
Yes. And, one of the things that just popped into my head, if it gets to the point where for a sense of community and a smaller, that's what Xbox is for. I don't play games every day either. But, some things like virtual hearths I know are huge right now because people are desperate for human interaction with people other than the ones living within the four walls of their house. But virtual hearths are huge. And, maybe we'll get to that point where doing virtual hearths and hanging out and we all smoke the same cigar together or whatever the case may be. Maybe it gets to that point. I don't know. But what are you looking for in a cigar community that you either see being done and you wish it could be done differently or better, or that you don't see done that you want to see done? I said done a lot. So now I'm done.
Now I'm done. Dude, like you had me nervous here for a second because you touched on something else we talked about, which we're not going to share tonight.
Oh, no.
but I'm so excited about some of the stuff we talked about.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Coming up, man. Bro,
Woo!
like it's taking all my mind. Like I can't even smoke my cigar because I'm having to bite my tongue to not say these things that are coming that we talked about that we have coming up, man. Like
We've got huge ideas and plans for an Billy.
oh Billy.
Huge ideas and plans for what we want to do with you. And you'll hear us say that over and over. It's not for what we want to do. It's for what we want to do with you and what you hopefully will want to do with us.
Andrew, thank you, brother. And you know, listen, a lot of what we've done has been, and I'll tell you this, a lot of what I've done, and I know a lot of what Dad smoking cigars has done. This reverse shit is throwing me off. Damn it. Yeah, right. A lot of what we've done has been because of the feedback from you guys, and I get on here and I just have fun, man. To me, It's cool to hang out and to get to know people and all that kind of stuff. You want a mint on your pillow? I mean, kind of.
They're good.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Andy, you can come to my house and put a mint on my pillow.
Ooh, and he's closer to you. Actually, he's like right between us almost. No, he's closer to you.
Don't say he's between us again. You want a mint on your pillow? You want a pillow?
Housekeeping. That's like every time I knock on Drew's house on his door, man, he's like, housekeeping. I'm like, isn't that my job to say that when I'm bringing you the towel? Your towel, senor.
You want a pillow?
But no, dude, I am so freaking excited at the bigger plans and what we have in place, man, and the stuff that we're already in the works of putting together.
Yeah, absolutely.
God damn it, I just want to say what it is.
Not yet. We will reveal that when the time is right, but it is big fun stuff.
I can't hold my breath any longer.
Andy Van Dyke, I will be the fat guy in a little coat.
We need that guy. We're going to have to make like a down to the nub coat. Dude, can we make down to the nub shirt to have an arrow pointing down? Just because it's down to the nub.
There you go.
Interpret it as your choice, but can we make a down to the nub? Who wants the down to the nub shirt with an arrow pointing down?
Andy Van Dyke, pick me.
Oh, we need to do that. I'm getting Andy Van Dyke like a small fishnet down to the nub shirt. Make one, please. Drew, but they have a thin candy shell. Oh my god, dude. The stuff we can do with this.
Endless,
dude. I'm so excited about it, man. I'm so excited about it. So, and I'm glad to have all you guys here with us. I mean, this is to have all you guys jump on and hear this announcement is freaking awesome. What are you laughing at, Drew?
I'm behind on this.
Oh, Drew's like 30 seconds behind. So even though he hears me and then he hears it again. Andrew says this is going to be fun.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, I'm super excited about it, man, and I'm happy for us to be working together, man. We're very similar minded,
Yep.
And I think this is going to be, epic. I think it's going to be really freaking cool.
Yep. It is going to. It's going to be fun. At the end of the day, it's going to be fun because it'll be the community, but it'll be fun because of what the community gets to do within the community.
Yeah, and and this is just what you and I needed. It was more shit on our plate, right?
Absolutely. I've got about 62 plates in the air, so 63. What's one more?
One more. Screw it.
Some Chapin would wear it inside out, and it would say down to the nub. I don't get.
Because if you wear it inside out, it's in reverse. So who would say it's down to the buns?
Oh, bun. I read that as nub because I'm. There you go, down to the bun.
he'd wear it inside out and backwards, so it'd say down to the bun. Round here, you wouldn't want to wear that shirt. The meth heads will take you up on that offer. Is that the wifey calling you?
No, it's my oldest son, Micah. He's coming out to feed the dog.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? He's got to earn his keep. He looked at me today, and I said, "So you're paying the bill for lunch, right?" He goes, "No, you work. You pay the bill for the food." And I said, "Well, you ate it, so don't you get to help pay?" He goes, "No, Dad, that's what you're for."
Sure for. Got it.
So then it was okay. Well, then we've got some chores for you to do.
I can't wait till my kids get older and move out and they have their own place because I'm gonna call them up and say, "What are you cooking for dinner?"
I'm coming over, and I would like steak, please.
Yeah, I'm cooking macaroni and cheese. Not interested in that. Or let them. Even better yet, let them cook it. Then you show up and you say, "Oh, I'm not interested in that. Can you make something else for me?"
I know, right? Oh, I don't want that. I just want hot dogs. Can I have a hot dog?
Hot dog. Well, I don't want hot. You like dogs.
Hot dog isn't what's for dinner, but I don't like that.
I don't like that. I don't want that.
Cater to me.
No, you're eating what I make. Oh, really? Is that how this works now that you have your own place? Oh, dude, I'm so excited for that moment.
It will be fun.
It's gonna be a blast, dude. All right, well, I mean, listen, dude. I know you've got to get going and prepare for your meeting. I'll probably sit here and bullshit with these guys some more. Martina,
Hey! Welcome to the show as we close it down.
well, I'm just gonna kick you out, and I'm gonna probably keep going here because I'm only an hour, and I usually do like 5-hour shows.
So you've easily got another 3 cigars to get through before you wrap this up.
Yeah, absolutely, and I've still got a half of a cigar here to finish, but I wanted to smoke a patina on the show.
There you go. How you doing,
I
Mark?
got this ashtray.
So
I got this 4-finger ashtray with like cigars all around it that I have to finish.
There you go. So, Martine, you're going to have to go back and watch. Well, you'll hear it. Obviously, you can see it scrolling on the bottom. I'm always late. Well, we know your wife is late because you have like 5 kids, but that's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's your wife that's always late. Did you figure out what's causing those things yet? By the way. I'm
good, thanks, Tim. And now I'm waiting for the comment for him to see what I just said and be like, "Oh, screw you, Tim. I'm gone."
Right? I was so excited. He posted a review the other day that he liked something that I represented.
I know, right?
Amazed. I was starting to think that Martin did not like me.
But you know, the Cuevas Reserve and Natural is he. If he didn't like that, he has no taste buds.
If he didn't like that, I was just gonna unfollow him.
Yeah, like 6, bro. I was off by 1. My bad. You know what? But that's awesome though, because big families are fun.
I'm just wondering if he's figured out what's causing those yet.
It's in the water.
I asked my buddy that's got 12 kids. I said, "Did you figure out what's causing those yet?" And he goes, "Yeah, adoption paperwork." Because he adopted all of them.
I love the Cuevas Natural. Finally, Martine. Finally. I got to try the Maduro. Oh, well, you have to try the Maduro. It was Dad Smoking Cigars' #1 cigar of 2019. Hello.
Michael Wells, you only get one. You've ridden with me for a couple days, bro. You know, and you couldn't freaking keep up. I smoked every one down to the nub. They got thrown into the ashtray, and another one was lit. And you couldn't keep up. So don't be calling me out on my cigar smoking and how I smoke my cigars, because you couldn't finish the Espinosa event only cigar that I gave you.
Michael Wells, he finally liked one.
Mikey liked it. Martin liked it. That's like that's the Mexican version of Mikey liked it. Martin liked it.
Martin, te gusta, te gusta.
I don't know what that means.
It means he liked it.
I'm in this industry, dude. I don't speak a lick of Spanish, bro.
You're in Arizona too.
I know. I'm like right here.
Michael Wells, rookie.
Well, listen, dude. I am excited to do this venture, man. I'm going to kick you out of here because you've got stuff to prepare for. Go see your lovely bride before you jump on your next call. But I know you've got an important call coming up.
I do.
And I want to make sure you prepare and you're ready for that. So I told you that we would cut that short, but I'm not leaving.
Nope. You stay and party with the peoples. And hey, you know what? Maybe get somebody else to jump on here with you and just continue the conversation in the community.
Of course.
Because that's how it goes. But yes, before I take off, guys, before this even starts, thank you for all of your support. Ooh, it's the Tim hour. Give us the opportunity to continue growing the community and help spread this, help follow and participate. And beyond anything monetary, beyond anything, we just appreciate your support. So if you could support us by following at Down to the Nub on all the social media platforms, and just spread the word and participate in the shows when they go live in the next 30 to 60 days, and subscribe when the podcast information comes out, we would be eternally grateful. And I'm just really glad that an idea that I had in my mind for a while, that Brandon had in his mind, for a while, that we were able to come together and form a partnership in a way that makes sense. That's going to be dynamic and different from what other people are doing out there. And so I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Jason, thank you. And so thanks for the support. Thanks for everything you guys do. Thanks for what you are going to allow the community to do. And with that, I will close in my usual line, as I always do. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, we'll see you.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Dude, I love that guy, man. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm going to touch on this real quick. Martin says, I gave my Patreons a choice of cigars to smoke, and the Cuevas Reserva Maduro is probably going to be the next review voted on by my patrons. Patrons. Is it Patreon? Patreon? Okay, so I spelled that right. Because I see patrons, and I was reading as Patreon, and it just threw me off. I'm like, how does Martin know how to write better English than I do? He's now got the Reserva Maduro, so we'll see if he likes it. I know, dude. Fingers crossed. Every time I see a review, I'm like, ooh. Jason, he is awesome, man. And I tell you what, I got to see these guys when they popped up. Dad Smoking Cigars popped up on Instagram, and I don't even know how I came across them. And it was so funny because they kept doing these live videos, and then it was nobody following them. Rich Cottle, what's up, brother? There was nobody following them at the time. They had just started. So they're popping up, and then I was like, screw it, I'll jump on live. And they had just launched that feature where you can jump on live with other people. And so I jumped on with them, and then all of a sudden people started following, or not following, but jumping on with the live. And it was the funniest thing because for a while there, they were like, dude, how come every time you jump on here with us, there's more people getting on? And now I jump on with them, and all of their people are following, and nobody that follows me gives a shit. So the roles have reversed. It's great, man. I love it. Patreon is a company, but patrons are supporters. Thank you for clarifying that. Where is this streaming other than on YouTube? It's streaming on Facebook as well, in the Cigar Mechanic Garage. I do not know how to find out when somebody's going live. Now, for some reason, I got a notification today when Michael Wells went live, but I don't get any notifications when Tony goes live or other people go live in the Shadow Smokers Legion or in Cigar Mechanic Garage, which nobody goes live in Garage other than me right now, which I don't know why. I wish you guys would. But I don't get those notifications, and I don't know why. So if anybody has, Michael, you're the tech guru. If you know how to tell me how to turn on these notifications, bro, I'm all in. I hand-delivered them to him, so if my extra influence doesn't help, he's a lost cause. Yeah, that's right. You went to his wedding, dude. Rich Collins says he's doing good, brother. I'm glad to hear it, man. Yeah, I got you, dude. We're broadcasting on Facebook in the Cigar Mechanic Garage and on YouTube in the Cigar Mechanic channel. I will continue to. Drew does. Drew does what? Drew knows how to make it live? They're saying that you know how to show me how to make it live. I think Drew's on Google right now figuring it out.
No, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, he's on Facebook right now trying to figure it out.
Your live.
Watching my live. Trying to figure it out. I don't freaking know, dude. Producer Drew, figure the fuck out, would you? I always get the YouTube notification. Facebook sucks at sending them. Okay, so maybe it's just Facebook sucks. Because I definitely have more people on Facebook than I do from YouTube right now. It's weird. Yeah, Drew goes live in the garage every once in a while, and Drew's just kind of getting used to that. I will tell you this: it's weird talking to a camera and nothing else sometimes. Like, especially like those times when it's like, guys, we have a big announcement, and I'm giving the announcement, and there's no comments scrolling. I'm like, is anybody there? I'm like, hello, is anybody home? So it does make it. My microphone's all shaking now. It's on a shock mount. This shouldn't be shaking. Anyways, it does make it a little bit weird, and so it does take a getting used to. I'm not Martina Maya, like where I can just sit in my car, my cigar lounge called a car, and smoke cigars and talk to a camera. I get all weird and shy when I have to talk to a camera because it's scary. There's people on the. I gotta go. I just pissed myself. No, I'm just kidding, man. I love this stuff, man. I think you got to set the notification for when the person goes live. Hit the hamburger icon or something. There's a hamburger icon? Rich Cottle says, so what's the big news? It's scrolling across the bottom, and it's right here. So just to recap, Tim Long and I have decided to partner up, and we're starting a podcast called Down to the Nub. We will be doing live videos where we involve you guys. We're going to be doing podcasts. We're looking at Sundays doing the live videos in like the late afternoons around like 3 o'clock Pacific time. So we're not stepping on other toes because we've got some really good friends of ours that do podcasts or do live videos, and we don't want to step on toes of those people. And I think that there's just some people that are in the mid-afternoon, like, you know, kids are taking a nap. You're probably sitting outside smoking a cigar in the good weather, and we'd like to be a part of that with you. So it's probably when we're going to be doing our live videos. But then we'll also be doing podcasts and promoting that and getting those out there for you to listen to or watch during any time of the day that you want to. So if you look right here at the bottom, boom, we got Down to the Nub podcast. We're on Instagram on Down to the Nub. Basically every social media platform we're already on Down to the Nub. So you can check us out on Instagram, Down to the Nub. And then also patreon.com/down to the nub. We have as well. What we plan to do with the Patreon dollars is I've got a list right here of some expenses that we're going to have putting this together. So it'll help to cover some of that stuff. And then beyond that, what we really want to do is help the community with those dollars. So this is not something we're looking to do as like a primary income, I guess is the word. This is something that we're looking to do. And we're not looking to pad our pockets. I'm not looking for you guys to fill the gas tank on my Ferrari. We really want to help support the community more. It's so weird having the lights moved.
Yeah.
Like I just noticed that. Squirrel moment, sorry. It's weird having the lights move. We moved and relocated the lights to try and get better lighting so I looked a little less Trumpish. I'm not against Trump. I just didn't need to look orange. But I can see the fan in the window, the exhaust fan. I can see like everything. I can see your beautiful face. It's freaking weird. We need to put the umbrellas back down because I can see Drew. Martine, I'm always on YouTube, so I get almost all the notifications for YouTube, but it takes me like 3 days later to see that someone tagged me on Facebook. Okay. Rich Collins says, sweet. Yeah, dude, we're pretty excited about it. And listen, this isn't going to be something that it's separate from Cigar Mechanic. Obviously, Cigar Mechanic's going to be part of it because it's me. But it's separate from Cigar Mechanic. It's something that it's not just going to be promoting Casa Cuevas and Espinosa and Epicarillo and all of our great brands. It's going to be we're going to bring other brands in. We're going to be talking about other stuff. We're going to be talking about other cigars. We're going to be reviewing stuff, all sorts of stuff. And so I'm super excited about it because I get to step away from everything that's just in my own realm and get to be a part of something much larger, which I feel like what we're already doing here as Cigar Mechanic Brokerage is pretty large. I think it's beyond what really any brokerage has ever done before. And so I'm pretty excited about that already. And now we get to expand that a little bit more, which I'm super excited about. The cool thing is like getting guys like Drew, producer Drew, having him on as a guest versus having him on as a part of the garage or as a part of the team. He gets to come on as a guest and really get to just share like his input on other cigars and other lounges and what's going on out there in the world. And, you know, the vast amount of knowledge that he has that he's gotten all from me. No, that's not true. But to be able to share that vast knowledge with you guys, I think is really cool. What are you saying? If that Jeep is a Ferrari, then that's the ugliest Ferrari I've ever seen. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? If that Jeep was a Ferrari, it's the most beautiful Ferrari you've ever seen because it's functional. Unless you live in Germany and you have the Autobahn, your Ferrari is useless other than to say, I have a small wee-wee and I want to look cool when I pull up to the local casino and put my $20 on the blackjack table because I've got a tune-up coming up that's going to cost me 30 grand. That's about all a Ferrari's good for. Realistically, am I wrong? What else is a Ferrari good for?
Racing, yes.
But if you don't do racing and you don't find tracks and don't do that stuff, then you park it in your garage and you like take your honey out on a date that you paid for. What's the point of the Ferrari? My Ferrari is that's not how you spell Hyundai, but correct. I guess that's how you spell it in hillbilly. William, I've seen it in person. It's definitely not. Dude, you have not seen my Jeep in person since all the modifications, and it definitely is much better than any Ferrari that's on the market. I will tell you that right now. Living here, my damn Mustang is useless. 160 miles an hour does me no damn good on the street. That's my point. What is the point of the Ferrari? What's the point of the fast car if you can't use it? I don't understand. So I've had my fast cars. I've built my trucks that could go fast, and we've done all that stuff. I just don't understand the point of it. I want to change this camera angle a little bit. That's much better. Now my chin's not cut off by the freaking thing on the bottom. I felt like I was like one of those like those half chin people. And we gotta play this black light or this green screen a little bit more. Cause look at my fingers. They disappear. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. That was funny yesterday because I was doing the green screen and I was just a talking head when last night I was playing with it when I was talking with Tim, and all of a sudden like I'm just this talking head. That was freaking awesome. And then I met with Vance yesterday. He goes, "Hey, you're sitting in my chair." Because this is, I guess, actually Vance's chair that I took from when Cigar Warehouse closed down.
Hey.
I asked him if he wanted it back. He said no. I should have him autograph it, I guess. Vance over at Don's Fine Cigars. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for Espinosa, Don's Fine Cigars has it. They're willing to give a 10% discount, by the way, if you call them up at Don's Fine Cigars in Phoenix, Arizona, and let them know the Cigar Mechanic sent you. They will give you a 10% discount on your order. They carry the entire Casa Cuevas line along with Espinosa. So if you're looking for that shit, call them up. Get it. Support local. They've been around for over 25 years. All it takes is dial in a phone. You got nothing else to do. You're sitting at home without work right now, like the rest of us. So dial a phone. Order some cigars. You got a stimulus check coming. You can afford it. Why not? Anyways, soapbox. We still got horses and buggies around here. Appalachian America, not hillbilly. Sure. If you smell that, I'm sorry, dude. I apologize.
Well, I mean, his name is William, so he's Bill. He lives in the hills. So
He's Bill in the hills.
Yeah.
That is kind of, William does not have like 3 first names though.
Yeah.
So it makes him a little bit less redneck, but he's pretty right there, dude. My Scout is better. I can run through rice burner Hyundais. Yeah. Plus, you can go like where no man could go. Dude, we need to go. You know what? Michael, let me know what day you're off, dude. You know what'd be really cool? We should drive the Jeep down to Tucson to go have a cigar with Michael and like hit a short trail and do a little bit of rock crawling or a trail down in Tucson. Michael, let me know, please, what day you're available, dude. I'm going to grab the Jeep and we're going to drive down there to see you. I might have to fill it up 3 times on the way down there, but it would be fun. Magic fingers.
we got like 5 gas cans in the fucking thing. Let's fill those up.
We do have all the gas cans, dude.
Yeah.
And gas is cheap enough now anyways, dude. Filling up 5 times is like filling up once a month ago.
Yeah.
Sitting at home not doing shit. Hashtag true dat. Dude, that's like the majority of the people, man. There's so many people at home right now just not doing shit. So it's like, hey, let's do it. Oh shit, my stimulus is going to be gone before I get it. Seriously though, if you guys have an opportunity, Don's Fine Cigars, like I was talking with Vance yesterday, They do have some product. I did talk with Connie, who owns it, and I talked with Vance. Actually, Vance talked to Connie, and they are willing to give a 10% discount if you let them know that Cigar Mechanic sent you. So you just got to dial the phone. It's Don's Fine Cigars in Phoenix, Arizona on Central. Jason says, hey, I resemble that remark. All right, guys. Well, if you guys don't have any questions for me, anything, then we're probably going to get rolling. Drew and I have got some really cool projects in the works. This between Tim and I is just one of the projects that we've been talking about that I'm super excited about. Oh, shit, we'll be definitely talking about doing that. Yeah, dude, Michael, we need to make that happen, dude. I know there's trails down in Tucson that I've not been on, and I've heard there's some really cool stuff. So I want to definitely make sure we're hitting those trails. But listen, guys, like, I'm super excited. Drew's got some really big plans coming up. Drew's actually in the process of working on the website right now on the back end. Got some really cool stuff going on with the website, right, Drew?
Right.
We got some other stuff that's really, I mean, just some really unique, awesome things that are coming up for the brokerage itself. Then now we've got Down to the Nub podcast that we're going to be doing with Tim Long. He and I are hosting that show. We'll be doing some live videos on Sundays. Don't forget that we still have the Fox pack out there. I will be meeting with the owner of Fox next week to see if we can't get some more stuff on that landing page for you guys to try and get some more deals from Fox. And we're going to be working very, very, very closely with Cigar King to get you guys some more deals. I have been in communication with Tim over Cigars Daily to try and get the code fixed. I know he's working on that. But for the time being, we've got Cigar King that I'm going to be working closely with. If there's things that you guys want that's not there, please bug the shit out of them so we can get it there for you. Whether it be Tim at Cigars Daily or Cigar King, bug the shit out of them so that they'll get it there for us. The more that we buy from these guys, the more that we can show them the support that we can offer. Understand that these guys that we're promoting all have a brick and mortar lounge that we're still supporting. So your online purchase is going to help support a brick and mortar lounge where people can get together. And should you ever come to Phoenix, Arizona, you've got a brick and mortar to go and crash in and check out and, have a smoke. Time to burn a Casa Cuevas Maduro and a nice scotch. Rich, you and I still need to get together, man. Dude, I'm so sorry. We were supposed to get together the other day. You actually threw like a really cool, congratulations party for me. I wasn't there. It's kind of what happens when we get stuck on a trail and a Jeep breaks down. That was the day that we were pointing at the clouds with the Jeep. And then I had to pull one of the other Jeeps back down the hill from the trail. So the last 2 times I've been out on the trail, dude, people have been not in our group necessarily, but people have been breaking down and we've been out there till after dark. So we'll do it sometime here really soon. I promise, Rich. Let's make it happen. Burn scotch. Time to burn a Casa Cuevas Maduro and a nice scotch. Yeah, I guess you could burn scotch. Why not? So listen, guys, if you've got nothing else for me, I'm going to get out of here. Drew and I got to meet. We got to get some stuff taken care of and really make some really cool stuff happen. So we drank all the 21. Damn it. Well, you drank it for a good cause, man, and I appreciate you. You're a good brother, man, and I do appreciate the support that you constantly give. So thank you, Rich. All right, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys getting on here for the announcement. I'm super stoked and super excited about this. We've been talking about doing a podcast for a while, and now it's going to happen. And the thing I'm really excited about is that it's separate from Cigar Mechanic because it just opens the door for so much more. And I just get to be a part of it. So super stoked, super excited, and I appreciate all of you guys for your support. Again, Down to the Nub podcast. Check us out on Instagram, Down to the Nub, Twitter, Facebook, all of them were there, Down to the Nub. And then if you feel like supporting on Patreon right there, we've got the support options that you can get on and support us at Down to the Nub, patreon.com/Down to the Nub. Thank you, Jason. We're excited too, man, and I'm excited to have you guys a part of it because, again, like I said earlier, this is not our podcast. This is our podcast. This is everybody, and I think that's the way it needs to be. We're not doing this to become popular, become somebody. It seriously is to be there for the community and to do something fun and exciting. So damn excited for everything. Michael, so am I, dude. And again, I appreciate your support, dude. Everybody's on here. You guys have all been amazing. So listen, guys, without further ado, and without going into this 3-hour live, I appreciate all you guys for being here. William, amen to you, brother. Appreciate all you guys for being here and supporting it. Just so you do know, and we touched on this earlier, Down to the Nub, we will be, we're going to be sharing everything on that. That's what I'm excited about. We're going to be talking, there's times we'll be talking about God. I would love to bring some pastors on. There's, it's not going to be a big preachy thing because I support everybody and what their beliefs are. But we're definitely going to be sharing who we are on there and what we believe in, from cigars to God to politics to whatever. But I want to keep it neutral. I want to keep it to the point that you guys can come in and feel like it's okay to make a comment no matter what side you're on, and that we're going to touch on that, and that we're going to be respectful of each other in that venue. So super excited about it all. But I love you guys. You all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. I think a lot of us are on a constant, perpetual weekend for right now. But enjoy your weekend. And I look forward to the next live with you guys and being able to chat with you guys and get to know all of you better. So thank you guys. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And God bless.